This is a storm beach, sandy as you can see. It's about 0.8 of a kilometre in length. From the northern end you can see the red cliffs over there, and you can see cliffs also at the southern end here. Behind me is the vast expanse of Bigbury Bay. We've also got a fantastic example out here of a wave-cut platform that you can see just behind me, and sitting on top of that, that edifice there, which is known as Thurlestone Rock, which again is a very interesting piece of geology which we'll look at later. One of the most exciting things for me as a geologist about this beach is that there is a submerged forest here. What it is, it's a layer of peat with the trunks of oak trees in it, and roots and branches and bits of vegetation, and it's been dated at about 3,000 years. That's a radiocarbon date using a radiometric method of dating. We're standing at sea level here, just about. I'm perhaps only sort of a few centimetres above it, but this submerged forest is below us, and therefore that had to be above sea level. The geologist is a detective. He uses forensic evidence to piece the picture together. So we've got a time 3,000 years ago when the sea level was quite clearly lower than it is now. Actually, if you go offshore here with an echo sounder, you would come across three features. And these are three submerged cliff lines, one at about 20 metres below ordnance datum, then there's another one at about minus 42 metres, and another one at about minus 50 metres. They're fairly well known from echo soundings all around the southwest peninsula, or offshore and around the southwest peninsula. And these represent three sea levels, plus the one we've just been talking about of the submerged forest, that's 4. Plus the current one, that's 5. This sea level has been yo-yoing up and down over probably something like the last 500,000, maybe to 750,000 years. There is evidence on the coast around South Devon of at least 2 more elevated sea levels than we've got today, so a higher sea level. We can find things called raised beaches. A raised beach are beach deposits, just as you've got here, bits of shell, sand, rounded pebbles, but maybe at some height above where you would expect to have a beach today. The two round here are notably one at 3 metres and one at 8 metres above sea level. The 8-metre one being particularly well displayed on the cliffs around Tor Bay. So we've got 2 sea levels here with the current one, 3 offshore, and 2 onshore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different sea levels. There possibly might be another 2 looking at ancient cliff lines around the coast in this part of the world. Well, let's just say 1 more, so let's say 8 rather than 9. Now, there's got to be some mechanism for making this sea level go up and down. All this has probably happened in the last 1/2 to 3/4 of a million years. So it's been jumping up and down. Can you think of a mechanism for that?